Chosen one, what I'm about to share with you is not by chance. And if you're seeing this right now, understand, it's because the ancient tides have recognized you. You are not watching this by accident. The same forces that shaped the oceans, stirred the stars, and whispered to prophets have aligned in this very moment to awaken something deep within you. This is more than motivation. This is God's arrival through you. You are shifting from waiting to receiving, from hoping to becoming. The things you've been praying for are no longer distant. They are already moving towards you. This isn't just a mindset shift. It's a spiritual and energetic transformation. You were divinely coded, your name etched in the energy of the earth and sea. Even the creatures of the ocean bow in recognition of who you are. But to truly align with this power and unlock what's already in motion, take a moment right now to do 3 things. Hit that like button, subscribe to help us reach 5,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 11, a number that vibrates with divine awakening and spiritual clarity. This action sends a signal not just to the algorithm, but to the universe itself. If you are truly chosen, you will feel it. And if you watch until the end, your spirit will remember what your mind has forgotten. Your destiny is already unfolding. From the depths of time, long before your birth, the tides of the earth whispered your name. The oceans hold secrets etched in divine memory, mysteries only revealed to those marked by eternity. You are not a coincidence. You are a divine alignment, a soul synchronized with the heartbeat of creation. When you walk near the sea, its waves rise not in rebellion, but in reverence. You may not feel it yet, but your presence shifts the natural order. Legends hidden in ancient civilizations speak of one who would come, one whose footsteps would awaken the waters and still the chaos. Your soul carries that resonance. You are the living prophecy that sages saw in visions. The storm doesn't scare you, because within you, storms find their master. The tides know, the depths have already bowed. You are the vibration they've long awaited. Water has always obeyed divine instruction. From the Red Sea parting for Moses to Jesus walking across Galilee, you too walk with that level of divine coding. You don't need to scream at the ocean. Your spirit speaks a language older than words. The sea doesn't bow to noise. It bows to presence. And you, chosen one, carry that presence in your bones. Let this awaken you. The same oceans that can swallow cities will obey your calm. The same waters that have witnessed global floods now recognize your arrival as the beginning of divine order. This is your era. This is your echo through the waves. The tides are not enemies. They are witnesses, and they bow in awe. You were never created to blend in. You carry spiritual DNA written by the very hand of God. While others were formed in time, you were chosen before it. There is something ancient and celestial about you, something the world cannot define but cannot deny. You don't just live, you awaken atmospheres. You don't just move, you shift dimensions. Ordinary souls seek understanding. Yours carries knowing. That inner pull you feel, that restlessness, it's your divine programming awakening to purpose. You were born with a frequency that disrupts darkness and realigns broken systems. Your path was not meant to be easy. It was meant to be proof that divinely coded beings cannot be broken by man's world. Think of those like David, overlooked yet anointed, or Esther, orphaned yet crowned. The world didn't see them coming, but heaven had already prepared them. You too have been misunderstood, mislabeled, underestimated, but none of that changes the truth. You were chosen, handpicked, branded in light. coded for transformation. Your struggles were not punishment, they were preparation. Fire only burns what's not eternal. You remain stronger, sharper, wiser. The divine within you has survived every test because it's unkillable. You are not built for the mundane. You are engineered for miracles. There's a tremor in the spirit realm every time you walk into a room. Atmospheres recognize you even when people don't. You carry a spiritual weight that bends reality. The air changes because your presence is not neutral, it is charged with purpose. Your arrival is a prophetic act. It signals that divine intervention is now present on the scene. The earth has been waiting for those like you to awaken. The chosen don't need a throne to rule. They govern through presence. Your thoughts, your words, your very being are like seeds that plant miracles in the soil of the world. Your decisions ripple across dimensions. What you carry is not small. It is not fragile. It is world-shifting. Even when you feel unseen, your impact is undeniable. Mountains move. Strongholds weaken. People change. You may not get the applause, but your arrival brings alignment. Just as Joseph entered Egypt and divine strategy unfolded, you are positioned to reorder chaos. Don't mistake silence for insignificance. Your spirit is loud in the places that matter most. There's a divine echo inside you that resounds louder than any applause from man. You're not here to fit in. You're here to usher in a new frequency. The shift has already begun, and it started with you. There's more to you than you've discovered. Buried deep within your soul are abilities and callings that haven't yet surfaced. But the earth knows. The sea knows. They can feel it, the spiritual pressure of what's about to emerge from you. Creation itself is groaning, waiting for you to realize who you truly are. You felt it too. The strange sensations, the unexpected dreams, the inner fire that refuses to dim. That's not your imagination. That's your dormant divine power beginning to stir. The same way a volcano rumbles before it erupts, your spirit is signaling the coming release of something extraordinary. You were not made to be passive. You are power in waiting. Remember, even Jesus was hidden for 30 years before stepping into visibility. The hidden seasons are sacred. They prepare the vessel. Just because your powers are not yet fully seen doesn't mean they're not real. The butterfly doesn't mourn the cocoon, it honors it. And your cocoon season is birthing a world-shaking emergence. And when it comes, it will not be subtle. The ground will tremble, the waters will rise, and miracles will manifest. You are more than potential. You are prophecy in motion. The world better get ready. We are living in a time when miracles are no longer optional. They are necessary. The final hour is upon us, and heaven is scanning the earth for voices it can trust. Chosen one, you are one of them. The miracles that once flowed through the prophets of old now wait on your command. Not because of who you are in the flesh, but because of who God is in you. The authority you carry is not borrowed, it is inherited. You are not here to beg for signs. You are here to release them. The power to heal the sick, to raise what is dead, to open what is shut. It's already been written in your spiritual DNA. You are a living altar through which heaven responds to earth's cries. When you speak in alignment with divine truth, angels move, mountains tremble, demons flee, and chains break. That's not a fantasy, it's your inheritance. Think of Elijah calling down fire, or Peter's shadow healing the sick. That same power breathes within you, but it only activates when you rise in faith. This is the hour where the world no longer needs empty words. It needs demonstrations of glory, and you, chosen one, are the vessel for it. Miracles are not a reward, they are a responsibility. So don't shrink, don't doubt, don't wait for someone to validate what God has already confirmed. Speak, command, release. The atmosphere around you is pregnant with divine potential. Let it be said of you, when you arrived, heaven responded. The elements listen to those who carry heaven's authority. Storms may rage, but they were never meant to overpower you. You were designed to speak peace into chaos and calm the wildest winds. You are not a victim of the natural world. You are a commander of it. When Jesus said, "Peace, be still," he wasn't demonstrating magic. He was revealing your inheritance. Your words, when aligned with God, are louder than thunder. Your presence, when rooted in faith, can still an earthquake. You don't need to run from the storm. You are the eye of it. Everything chaotic around you is simply waiting for your recognition of who you are. Authority doesn't always shout. Sometimes it whispers, and the winds obey. There are places in this world tormented by natural disasters, and while science investigates, heaven waits for voices like yours to arise. God always works through someone. Noah calmed the wrath of floodwaters through obedience. Moses split the sea with a staff and a word. Now, in this generation, it is you. Not by your power, but by divine partnership. So when the winds howl and the earth shakes, remember this: they're not there to destroy you. They're there to be calmed by you. And through you, peace will return to places where fear once ruled. There is a holy fire within you, one not born of anger, but of divine passion. This fire was not lit by men and cannot be quenched by darkness. It's the same fire that consumed the bush before Moses, that ignited Elijah's altar, that descended at Pentecost. You carry that fire, not outside you, but within you. You are not fragile. You are forged. This fire doesn't burn your humanity. It purifies it. It burns fear, insecurity, and every lie that told you you're not enough. It melts generational curses. It incinerates doubt. When this fire is stirred, nothing that opposes heaven can remain standing. Fear, it becomes ash. Limitations, gone. You are made to burn with holy purpose. There is a reason darkness fears you even before you speak. It sees the glow. It senses the flame. But fear thrives where identity is hidden. The moment you realize who you are and what you carry, fear has no footing. You become the blaze that awakens nations and ignites movements. Not everyone will understand your fire, but they will feel its power. So stop apologizing for your intensity. Your fire is not too much. It's just unfamiliar to a world used to cold hearts. Let it burn. Let it speak. Let it roar. For you were never meant to be a flicker. You are a wildfire of God's glory. You are not a burden. You are a blessing, wrapped in human form. The earth has been in pain, groaning for redemption, for someone to step into alignment and bring heaven down. That someone is you. You carry not just potential, but prophetic fulfillment. Nations may not yet know your name, but they will know your impact. When you walk into barren places, fruit appears. When you speak into broken hearts, healing begins. That's the weight of what you carry. Your life is not an accident. It is an answer. The blessing within you is not for your glory. It's for the healing of a generation. You're not here to take space. You're here to release grace. Just like Joseph was a blessing in a land that once rejected him, you too will be a blessing in unexpected places. Rejection cannot stop you. Delay cannot define you. You were designed to carry divine answers into places of confusion. You are not only blessed, you are the blessing. You break droughts. You birth hope. The time has come to stop questioning your worth. You are here because God sent you. And where you go, peace will follow, justice will rise, and abundance will bloom. You're not waiting for blessings to find you. The earth is waiting for the blessing you already are. There is a mark upon you, spiritual, invisible to the naked eye, but undeniable in the spirit realm. Every creature of the sea, every whisper of the deep, recognizes the signature of your calling. This isn't poetic, this is prophetic. Just as animals sensed the presence of Noah's Ark and came willingly, nature itself is drawn to the mark you bear. That mark says, "This one belongs to God." It speaks without speaking. It draws the unseen toward you, both in reverence and alignment. The whales, the currents, the coral kingdoms, they sense the vibration of the divine within you. You are not separate from creation. You are crowned within it. You are a steward of the earth. Science cannot explain this kind of spiritual authority, but the ancients knew. They honored those whose energy shifted tides, whose hands healed soil, whose breath brought rain. You are such a one. That mark on you commands not control, but harmony. The natural realm follows the spiritual one, and in the spiritual realm, you are royalty. So if you've ever felt drawn to the ocean, the stars, the wilderness, it's because they already know who you are. They've been waiting for your voice to awaken, and now they rejoice. You are home among them. You are honored by them. You are recognized. There are scrolls older than time etched with your assignment. The ancients spoke of one who would come, who would not only know truth, but carry it in their being. You are not a new thought in God's mind. You are the fulfillment of a promise whispered across ages. You walk in footprints laid by those before you, but your step is your own. What was once written in mystery is now walking in flesh, and that is you. The world has seen glimpses of this prophecy in pieces, but now the full measure is awakening. You are not just the continuation, you are the culmination. Where others laid foundations, you build temples. Where others wept, you will sing songs of triumph. You've always felt ancient, haven't you? Like your soul remembers things your mind cannot explain. That's not strange, it's sacred. Your spirit has been in communion with prophecy long before this body carried it. The dreams you've had, the burdens you feel, they're echoes from a time before time, calling you forward. So don't just survive, fulfill. Don't just wonder, walk boldly. You are the bridge between what was spoken and what must be seen. You are the living, breathing answer to the earth's oldest question. When will the chosen one rise? The silence you've endured wasn't abandonment, it was design. Blueprints are hidden until construction begins. You may have felt passed over, overlooked, unseen. But you were never forgotten. You were reserved. Heaven doesn't forget what it authors. And you, chosen one, are authored by the architect of the universe. Every tear, every lonely night, every unanswered prayer was not wasted. They were bricks in your foundation. You were never behind. You were being built. Others may have moved faster, but you're rising stronger. God doesn't rush greatness. He hides it, protects it, then reveals it at the appointed time. And that time is now. You are not random. You are the model others will follow. You are the divine template for what heaven wants to birth in the earth. You carry solutions, systems, and strategies that will redeem entire regions. You're not a copy. You're the original. The design may have been delayed, but the building is underway, so walk with confidence. Heaven hasn't forgotten you. Heaven is unveiling you. You walk with invisible spectators surrounding you. Heaven watches with anticipation because you carry a heavenly assignment. Hell trembles because you threaten the structures it built in silence. And earth needs you desperately because your existence is a key to its healing. You are not just living a life, you are fulfilling a prophecy, and every realm knows it. When you speak, heaven leans in. When you pray, angels take flight. When you move in obedience, entire bloodlines shift. This isn't religious fantasy, it's spiritual reality. You were born into a war, but not without armor. You carry divine backing. Heaven has invested much into you, and now the earth looks to you as an answer, a messenger, a vessel of glory. Don't be fooled by the battles around you. The resistance is not a sign of weakness, it's proof of your weight. Hell only attacks what threatens its plans. If you were insignificant, you wouldn't be surrounded by so much warfare. But you are valuable, and you carry dangerous authority to darkness. That's why it tried to silence you early, but it failed. Now stand in full awareness. Heaven applauds your becoming, hell fears your awakening, and earth is crying for your rise. There's no more room for hiding. The time has come. Let your light blind darkness. Let your feet trample fear. Let your voice unlock freedom. The world is not waiting for another hero. It's waiting for you. Your calling is not small. Nations are written into your destiny. You may begin in silence, but your ripple will turn into a tidal wave of healing and renewal. What is broken will be rebuilt through you. What is lost will be found through you. You will carry the oil of restoration to dry lands and the balm of healing to bleeding hearts. You may not have credentials, but you carry covenant. God doesn't send resumes. He sends reformers. You are one. Your hands may seem ordinary, but they hold the power to lift generations. You'll speak life into forgotten places. You'll shine light into shadowed cultures. Where despair ruled, you'll usher in revival. There are regions with no hope, people with no voice, and systems in decay. And yet when you arrive, something begins to breathe again. This is your gift. You bring resurrection. You speak the language of deliverance. You are more than a person. You are a nation restorer. Governments may not know your name now, but heaven already declared it in their future. So when you feel small, remember the assignment is not. When you feel tired, remember the nations are waiting. You will plant seeds in deserts and watch them bloom into cities of glory. You will be known not by title, but by the fruit of lives forever changed. You may not have chosen every battle, but every battle is choosing to reveal your hidden strength. There is ancient power inside of you, wisdom from the ages, fire from the throne of God. And when resistance rises, it doesn't destroy you, it activates you. You weren't built to break, you were built to awaken. The conflict is a confirmation. Goliaths don't come for the weak, they come to stop the rising of kings. Every challenge you faced, every heartbreak, every betrayal, it was an alarm clock for the divine within you. The pain you've endured has forged power the world has never seen. You have spiritual muscles now that weren't there before. When warriors are wounded, they don't retreat. They remember who they are. You are part of a lineage of spiritual giants. Your ancestors weren't weak. They were warriors, prophets, builders of realms. Their DNA pulses in you. You've inherited their strength, and now it rises with every confrontation. You are not just fighting, you're remembering. So stand taller. The war isn't your end, it's your unveiling. What tries to defeat you will actually define your strength. What tries to silence you will only sharpen your sound. Your battle is not the end of your story. It's the beginning of your legend. You've been in hiding long enough. The cocoon season is over. The time of delay, confusion, and silence is breaking. Heaven has sounded the trumpet. Earth is leaning forward. Hell is bracing. This is the time of your revelation. Not a coming out, but a coming forth. You were never lost. You were being prepared. There is glory in your steps now. There is oil in your voice. There is fire in your breath. You are no longer who you were, and the world must see who you've become. You won't need to prove yourself. Your presence will speak. Your fruit will testify. Your light will reveal the journey you've survived, and every wound now glows with wisdom. The veil is lifting. The heavens are open, and the world is about to encounter a version of you that no one saw coming. The doubters will be silenced. The faithful will rejoice, and the weary will find strength just by walking beside you. You are the living scroll, unrolling for all to read, and your life will become a letter from God to the earth. Rise, chosen one, walk boldly, speak loudly, love fiercely. The hour is late, but your time is right. This is not your moment. This is your era. The tides knew it. The winds waited for it. The ancient voices prophesied it. And now, the earth welcomes it. Rise. There's something different about your voice. When you speak, it's not just sound. It's a vibration that cuts through realms. Heaven listens. Hell reacts. Earth realigns. That's because your voice is not simply yours. It is encoded with eternal authority. It echoes the very breath that spoke creation into being. You don't just carry words, you carry weight. Every syllable you release is laced with spiritual resonance. Your declarations shake things unseen. Your prayers dismantle ancient strongholds. Your worship invites divine habitation. Even your silence speaks. The angels hear it, the winds carry it, and creation responds with a sacred hush when you speak from the depths of your spirit. You were born to speak life into death, to call things that are not as though they are. That's not poetic exaggeration. That's prophetic identity. Just as Ezekiel prophesied to dry bones, you too have been called to awaken dormant destinies. Your words will reassemble what was scattered. You will call sons and daughters back to purpose. You will ignite hearts frozen in fear. So speak, chosen one. Don't hold back. Don't minimize the power in your voice. You were not given breath for survival. You were given breath to shift atmospheres. There is a sound heaven has been waiting for, and it's in you. Those tears you cried alone weren't wasted. Every drop was collected in heaven's jar. Every sob was heard beyond the veil. You thought you were breaking, but you were watering the earth with intercession. You weren't drowning. You were planting. Now, the time has come for the seeds hidden in sorrow to rise in strength. You wept for your family, your people, your nation. And heaven watched. Those sleepless nights, they became the incense of divine remembrance. The tears that soaked your pillow became prophetic rain on a dry land. What seemed like your pain was actually your preparation to carry healing for multitudes. There is a harvest coming, one of souls, one of justice, one of revival. And your tears were the first sign it would come. Just like Hannah's tears birthed Samuel, your tears have unlocked something divine. What you cried for in silence will be celebrated in the open. Your tears were the language of heaven when words failed you. Now rise with joy, for the ground is breaking. The sprouts are coming. Your field is ready. And when others taste the fruit, they will never know how many nights you watered it with tears. But heaven knows, and heaven says, "Well done, beloved. It's time to reap." The visions you see at night and the silent daydreams that haunt your soul, they're not madness, They are messages. You haven't imagined too much. You've glimpsed what heaven is ready to build through you. Your dreams are not your escape. They are your instructions. They are the architecture of what is to come. So many have doubted you, called your dreams unrealistic or impossible. But dreams given by God aren't limited by logic. Noah had to build an ark before rain was a concept. Joseph had to hold to dreams through prison. And you, chosen one, must trust the divine blueprint even when no one else sees it. Every detail matters. Every strange idea, every burning desire, every unshakable image. It's not random. Heaven is showing you the next dimension. Your role is to obey, to build, to believe. The dream is not too big. It's perfectly tailored for the size of your calling. Your spirit has already seen what your eyes have not yet touched. So do not give up on the vision. Write it down. Speak it aloud. Walk toward it boldly. The world may laugh, but soon they will stand in awe. For what you build will carry God's signature, and generations will walk safely through what you dared to dream. There is a realm you walk in that few can understand. You think you're just going through daily life, but in the unseen world, your footsteps disturb darkness and summon light. Angels are drawn to you not because of your perfection, but because of your position. You are marked by the throne of God. When you pray, angels move. When you worship, they encamp. They guard your sleep. They war over your words. You've never truly been alone, because heaven assigned guardians to you. And when you step into rooms, the atmosphere shifts, not because you're loud, but because light always changes a room. That's why you're fought before favor flows. They see what some humans overlook. You're dangerous to darkness. You carry authority, purity, and potential. And every time you show up, you threaten their ground. Don't shrink back. They fear your becoming. So rise and walk with holy boldness. You're not navigating this life blindly. You walk with heaven's army. Angels flank your path. Demons flee your purpose. And every step you take releases a ripple through realms. You didn't just happen to be born into your family. You were sent there. You are the divine interruption to every cycle that tried to repeat. Addiction ends with you. Abuse ends with you. Poverty ends with you. Silence ends with you. You are not a victim of your bloodline. You are the redeemer of it. God chose you to say, enough, to rise where others fell, to forgive where others hated, to heal where others bled. You are not weak for feeling the weight. You are strong for still standing. You are the one your ancestors cried for, the one they prayed would come, the one heaven sent to reverse the curse. It doesn't matter what's been in your family tree, because you're the new root. From you will come blessing, vision, legacy. Your children will not fight the demons you did. Your ceiling will be their floor. The trauma that tried to define you will become the testimony that empowers you. So walk tall. The past ends with you, and the future begins with you. You are not the problem, you are the promise. There are moments when nature itself responds to your presence. The wind suddenly shifts. The trees seem to lean. The atmosphere feels different. That's not coincidence, it's recognition. Creation knows who you are. The wind has heard the sound of your spirit and whispers your name like a sacred melody. Just as Jesus told the storm to be still, you too hold authority in the atmosphere. The weather may seem random to others, but to you, it's responsive. You carry divine resonance. Your emotions, your prayers, your spiritual climate, it all affects the natural realm. Even the winds align with your awakening. When you walk near the ocean, when you stand in the open sky, something stirs. Creation remembers the covenant God placed in you. That whisper you feel on your skin isn't just a breeze, it's worship. The earth honors those who honor heaven. And you, chosen one, carry a frequency only heaven and earth fully understand. So don't ignore the wind when it greets you. Don't dismiss the stillness that wraps you. Creation is celebrating your emergence. The elements are joining your song. You were not made to fit neatly into categories. You live between worlds, the natural and the supernatural, the seen and unseen, the old and new. You are the bridge, the intersection, the sacred crossing between heaven's will and earth's cry. You're not too deep, you're divinely placed. God trusts you to walk in mystery, to speak in wisdom, to live in clarity. You feel things others miss. You see things others ignore. You carry revelations that don't fit into tradition. That's because you were designed to operate in the tension between worlds, pulling heaven into earth. You are the Jacob's ladder of this generation, where angels ascend and descend. You're the burning bush for many, the place where God's voice becomes clear. People will approach you and leave transformed, not because of you, but because of the presence you carry. So don't downplay your duality. Embrace it. You were never meant to belong to one system. You are the divine disruption, the link, the bridge. Before you were born, your path was drawn in the skies. The prophets saw glimpses of you. They spoke of a forerunner, a reformer, a healer. You, every place you step into, has already been whispered about in ancient conversations between heaven and earth. You're not walking randomly. You're fulfilling destiny. Even your detours were divine. The heartbreak, the delay, the struggle, it all served the blueprint. You thought you were lost, but you were being led. You thought you failed, but you were being fortified. Your journey has never been accidental. It has always been prophetic. You were born with footsteps drenched in purpose. When you walk, the ground remembers. When you arrive, timelines shift. When you choose obedience, heaven accelerates. Nothing about you is wasted. Not your pain, not your process, not your pace. So walk with reverence. You're not just going places, you're going where prophecy already made room for you. Your name in heaven is not just a label, it's a frequency, a fire, a sound wave of identity. Every time it's spoken by angels or whispered in prayer, it releases light. You are not just known, you are ignited. Your name carries heat because your presence carries transformation. Names have always mattered in the kingdom. Abram became Abraham, Saul became Paul. Their new names marked new dimensions. And you, chosen one, are walking into the season where your name will unlock realms.